Hello to whomever is on. Hi, Miss Half Curly, Mrs. LaPoole. Hello there. We're going to do a quick dinner tonight. Okay. How are you? Oh, how are you all doing? Miss Joyce, Miss Tracy Mims, Miss Tara, Miss Mimi Michelle, I think I saw, Miss Robin Brown, NASCAR's mom, Be Kind, Andrea Baker. Hello, y'all. Hello. I know you didn't expect me tonight, but you know what, y'all? When I'm hungry, when I come home hungry, Miss Betty Branch, I want to cook me something to eat, okay? So real quick, what I'm going to do, you may not see the end of, we're going to make a meatloaf. I already had, and it's a frozen kind of night, okay? Because I have Miss Verlicia, Miss Kimberly, Miss Gwen Oglesby. Hello there. I have some already on some frozen turnip greens. I know. I wanted them, okay? I got a taste for them. Of course, I couldn't come home and clean any if I could even find them. Okay, so those are going to be done soon. I put a piece of salt pork in my pot. I put some bacon grease in there, a little salt, and some all-purpose in those greens. And the key to cooking those frozen greens is not put a whole lot of water in them. Okay, cook them with just enough water for them to cook. I've got some frozen okra we're going to put on real quick. Okay, it's a frozen night, y'all, because it's a weeknight. Now, what I did do, I've got some fresh corn. I did cut this off of the cob. This is 6 ears. Okay, I had 8, but I only cut off 6. 4 of them are your mixed, your bicolor, and the other 2 are yellow. Okay, we're going to fry this corn up real quick. I already said my okra, and I've got some rice on already that should be just about done. I'm going to turn it off. The heat will finish cooking it. How is everyone doing? Miss Eliza, how is everyone doing? Care. And I'm going to try. Hi, Miss Joyce. I'm by myself for right now, okay? I'm hoping Samantha gets here. I'm going to try to watch the comments, y'all. Miss Sandra, Miss Janet Fairclough, hello. I'm going to try to watch them, but I can't promise. I'm going to try, okay? But let's get started so we can eat tonight, okay? Let's get this meatloaf on. And like I say, you may not see the end of the meatloaf. So don't know how long it's going to take for everything to come together. So in our meatloaf, I've got 2 small packages of ground chuck. This is a pound, and the other one is a pound as well, okay? So it's going to be a small meatloaf, okay? It's going to be small, but it's okay. We'll have enough for tonight, and I may be able to take some, or I should be able to take some to work tomorrow for lunch. Okay, so I'm going to empty these 2 in here before I put on my gloves. All right, that's our 2 pounds of ground chuck. I hope y'all had a good day. It's still chilly here. It's still chilly. Let me get my pot for my corn. Okay, we're going to put our corn back here, and if you've seen me fry corn, I always cut up a piece of salt pork to get it started, so I'm going to do that tonight. But let's go ahead on and season this meat. This is garlic powder. Okay, I'm also going to put some fresh garlic in there. I just cut up 1 clove of fresh garlic and a little piece of bell pepper. I'll put the rest of it that I didn't cut up, I'll put it on top of the meatloaf, okay? Y'all come on in. Hi, Miss Lola Robinson, Thor, Miss Helen Cooper, Miss Kenya Swain. I see y'all. Okay, I'm gonna use some of this Slap Your Mama. I've gotten to really like this, y'all. I use this in the place of my Lawry's. I like it. It's good. Okay, we're gonna put, of course, we're gonna put a little bit of all-purpose. Don't need a whole lot with that Slap Your Mama in there, okay? And of course, we're gonna put a little salt. Don't need a whole lot, okay? And some black pepper. We're gonna season it up. That simple. All right. We are going to drop our garlic and bell peppers. Got them cut up real small. It's my oven going off. I'm going to cook this at 400. Try to cook it fast. All right. That's that. Now we're going to glove up. I was saying, I hope you all had a good Wednesday. If you had to work today, I did. Yes. 5 days a week, y'all. All right, let's, okay, the other thing I'm going to put in my meatloaf is a pack of beefy onion soup mix, okay? I'm going to put one pack. Y'all, I burnt myself. I don't know if you can see it, but I knew Sunday when I was browning those roasts, one of them slipped from the tongs and tore my arm up. I knew it was going to be burnt up, but it's all good. It'll heal. And I think that's it. We're going to put a little bit of tomato paste in the meat, okay? And I know a lot of y'all have heard me say this before. And what I'm going to do is take and mix some with some water and pour it around in the, and sometimes I make this meatloaf with gravy, mushroom gravy, but we're going to do it the simple way tonight. And I was about to say, I know a lot of you have heard me say, I don't put breading or eggs in my meatloaf. Okay, if you want to add that, you go right ahead. I don't. All right. And it's going to hold together. And it's going to be good and moist. Okay. And I don't like to over mix my hamburger meat either. You want to mix it. Oh, I didn't put my onions in here. Let's put some onions in here, y'all. I got the onion here. I have not cut it up. Take one of these off. I'm just cutting off the top. This is an onion that I already had cut, and I only put a little bit in my meatloaf, okay? Just a little bit. Put as much as you want. I'm only going to go across this maybe once or twice. Cut it real fine, okay? And we're going to use the rest. I'm just going to rinse it off, but we're going to use the rest of this onion tonight. That's enough onion for me. Okay. Let's finish mixing this, and we're going to get it in a pan. That's simple. I'm going to put some, the rest of that paste in here. On top and around it, and some bell peppers. That's simple, okay? I thank y'all for joining me tonight. I know I wasn't expected. But like I say, I came home hungry. I did not have lunch. So So I am hungry. I want some veggies. Okay, let's take and get this in its pan that we're going to cook it in. A lot of times I'll mix it right up in the pan. I know I got messy hands now, messy hands. It's all good, y'all. It's all good. I think I got everything in it, y'all. Everything that I want in it. Okay. Now we'll transfer it over here. How is everyone doing? I see Christine Long, Mrs. LaPoole, what is that? Dotes Vibes. I'm sorry if I messed that up. I probably did. Shape it into a log. Okay, I'm gonna try to thin it out a little bit so that it'll cook faster. Okay. All right. I'm pressing it down a little bit because, like I said, I want it to cook kind of fast tonight while we work on our veggies. Okay, let's put some water in here. Put some of our, got a garbage here tonight. Yeah, I know I got too much water. It's okay. See if I can get this to kind of spread. Is it still cold where you all are? It's pretty chilly here. It's been in the 40s in the morning, which isn't bad. Okay. I'll work on that a little bit. Let's cut up our, I know I'm making a mess there. Let's cut up these bell peppers on top. If you want to. I'm going to cover this with a piece of aluminum. And I've already said that I'm going to cook it on 400. Get her done. Just pouring this down in the bottom. A little bit on the top. That's simple, y'all. I really don't need all of it, but I don't want to waste it. Okay. Let's clean up our mess. All right. All right, y'all. Let's get some aluminum foil, get this covered, and let's get on our corn and our okra. Okay? All right, y'all. That's it. How quick that is. Make sure you cover it tightly. Keep the heat in now. That's it. In the oven. I'm cooking it at 400 tonight. Normally I cook it at 350, 375. Okay, 710. All right, y'all. Let's get started on the veggies. Yes. All right. So in our corn, I've got some salt pork left here. Just wanted you to see it. I'm sure all of you know what salt pork is, right? So I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to, like my mother used to say, chip it up in the pot. But I do rinse it off. I do. And this is good stuff, y'all. This is good stuff. Let's cut this up. My knife isn't that sharp. It's all good. We'll get it. I'm gonna turn on the stove now. I'm gonna put some bacon fat in this as well. I should have some more left in there. For those of you that wasn't on to begin with, we've got some frozen turnips cooking in some of this same salt pork. And we've got some frozen okra we're gonna do real quick. Okra is quick. I'm just basically cutting this up off of the skin, okay? But I keep my skin in there too. Yes, I do. Okay, so let's put some bacon grease in it. Y'all on the stove, y'all with me? Y'all with me? And we're gonna put some onions in there. Gotta have onions in our corn. If you don't want the bacon grease, if you don't have bacon grease and you do want the bacon grease, just drop any kind of vegetable oil in there, it's fine. Gotta have something, but it doesn't have to be bacon grease. My mother always used bacon grease. She had a can that she would just keep on the stove somewhere. Okay, so we're going to get that going. Back here, let's rinse this off. We're going to cut this onion up. No particular way, just cut it up. Get it in there. All right. I told you we were going to use that onion. All right. Y'all with me? I'm not watching my comments. Miss Brenda Hill. Miss Ray, oh Lord. Let me get this off of here. Hold on, y'all. All right. Y'all, this smells good already, and it's just onions. It's just onions. Okay, in our corn, we're gonna put, I've got some half and half. And I've got some heavy whipping cream. We'll just mix it up, okay? I like to try to use up what I have in there. I'm going to get another onion. We're going to put in here for our okra. My okra, I keep it simple. I'm sure some of you have seen me cook okra. I keep it very, very simple with just onions and butter in my okra. Look in there and see if you see some butter for me. I just walked over there and forgot it.
What kind of butter?
Regular, we only have one kind of butter. Oh, you know what? I have some right here in this butter dish. That's okay. I've got some in the butter dish. I'm going to turn this the other way so it won't mess up my food. Okay, I'm just letting this salt, pork, and onions cook a little bit. And now we're going to add the corn. Let it fry a little bit. This is 6 ears of corn, y'all. Corn. We're going to let it fry up a little bit. I could put this on the front eye, couldn't I? So y'all can see. I'll put it on the front eye. It's just not a big eye. And let y'all see these frozen turnips. See? Not a whole lot of water, just enough to cook them. Okay, just enough to cook them. I'm turning them down, and I'm just going to let them cook. All right. So let's let this fry. We're going to put butter in here. We're going to put salt and pepper. I think I have some butter back here, and I do. See, it's on a smaller eye now, so it's not cooking as fast. But let's go ahead on and put some butter. Put as much as you want, because that's what I'm going to do. Yes. And I'm also going to put some butter back here for this okra. And I don't put any oil in my okra, just butter. That corn is going to get beautiful, y'all. Sorry about the noise. Sorry about the noise. Put this up. Okay, so let's go ahead on. We're just going to put a smidgen of salt. Now, sometimes I put sugar, sometimes I don't. I normally just kind of taste it to see if it needs it, because a lot of times the corn is already sweet, right? Black pepper and any other seasoning that you want. I'm keeping it simple. Y'all, it is frying up. Come on in here. Now, my mother called it cream corn. She didn't say fried corn. She said cream corn. All All right. Let's get our milk. We're not going to put it in just yet, but we're going to get it. Okay. We're going to also cut up this onion for our okra. This one don't look all that great. Isn't that something? Oh, y'all. The food, the food, the food. If I could just talk about the food that we are buying. I bought some of those little mandarin oranges the weekend before Christmas. Now, Christmas was on a Wednesday. So I bought I bought 2 bags. Because I thought, you know, it's the holidays, which Calvin will eat 4 or 5 of them a day. He loves oranges. So I bought 2. And the following weekend, the weekend after Christmas, so they had only been in the house a week. I asked Calvin, I said, oh, I know those oranges are gone because I know how he eats them. He said, no, they're still in there. He said, but they ain't no good. Now, why he didn't throw them out, don't even ask me. Look at this corn, y'all. Look at this gorgeous corn. Look at that. He said, they're no good. So I went in there. I'm getting some milk, y'all. I'm getting some milk, some half and half, and some heavy whipping cream. Okay. So let's start. Now, my mother at times, she would add a little flour to this, but I find that I don't need to. And she used regular milk too. There was no, she didn't use any half and half and heavy whipping cream. She didn't even buy that. No, she did not. So she would add a little flour. Let's put some of this heavy cream in here. But anyway, I went to look at the oranges. They were still just like I left them in the dining room. And when I touched them, they literally caved in. The oranges, can y'all see what I'm doing here? The oranges caved. This is half and half, y'all. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of that. Caved in. Now, as far as I know, they wasn't like that when I bought them, but it had only been a week. And it's like, what is going on with our food? It doesn't last. Why? Can somebody tell me? Okay. Let's get back in here so you can see this. Ooh, have mercy. Have mercy. A little bit more, half and half. I want y'all to see this. It is gorgeous. And it's going to be so good. They love all vegetables in this house. We all do. We all do. Okay, so we're just going to let that cook a little bit. I'm turning on my back eye. Actually, it's already on to melt that butter and those onions. I'm going to let them saute just a little bit. And my dinner is coming together, y'all. Let me see what anybody is saying here. Let's see, Miss Cynthia Joyce. Hello. Hello, Miss Darian Hodges. Every time I say just a bit of that, my food doesn't turn out right. Keep cooking, Darian. Keep cooking. That's the key. Keep cooking. I loved to be in the kitchen with my mother as a very little girl. Very little. I was small. And by the time I was in my, you, 12, 13, I was cooking entire meals for the family. When I moved here to Florida, I had to stay with my aunt because my parents were still up north, closing on the house and all of that. My aunts realized I knew how to cook. So they would make me get in there and cook. And one of my aunts, she had arthritis. She had it bad to the point it was crippling. So she was in a wheelchair, but she would sit up on a stool at the breakfast bar and she would watch me. Yes, she would. You know, they were all older. She would sit up there and she would watch what I was doing. And if she didn't feel like I was doing something right, she would tell me. So you just have to keep doing it. You make a mistake, you know the next time you get in there not to make that mistake again. Although, I don't care how long you've been cooking, you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to burn up some food. You're going to burn it up. You're not going to have enough salt. You're going to have too much salt. Oh, y'all. Is that gorgeous or what? So I'm going to taste that corn because I need to see if it's sweet or if I need to add a smidge of sugar, y'all. I prefer not to. But I can tell you that it could use a little bit. Just a smidge, just a smidge. That might have been a teaspoon. Okay, cream corn is a little sweet, right? All right, we're gonna drop our okra. That's cooking down beautifully. Let's drop our okra back here. This is frozen okra. And usually, I like to buy fresh, but I do buy frozen a lot. And usually the frozen is never tough, okay? It's usually tender. I'm going to take and I'm going to add, I want y'all to see though. I'm going to add a smidge of water in there and let it steam. That's all it's going to do is steam. When it cooks down a little bit, we'll add some salt and pepper. Y'all, this meal is almost done. It's just waiting on that meatloaf. Okay, so I take and just add a lid to that. This corn is done, y'all. Look at that. And I'm going to eat the salt pork out of everything. They know, don't even bother with the salt pork. It belongs to Carrie. It belongs to Mommy. Is that beautiful or what? Can you see the cream in there? Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, I turned it all the way down. Let's see what we got going here. Christy, hello. Patricia Roseborough, hello. Yes, y'all, please like this live. All of you on here, like it, share it. Hi, Miss Stephanie D. Miss Tanisha Brooks. I know, right, Miss Mimi? Is Darlene Land on here? If you're on here, Miss Land, let me know. Miss Arizona Butterfly Kisses. That's a neat name. Okay, this is starting to cook already. I just want it to cook down just a little bit, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper. But you can season your okra any way you want. I'm turning off these frozen turnips. And they didn't have the frozen turnips with the, the root part on in them. Most of the time they do. They did not this time, so I got what I could. I haven't bought them in so long. Okay, this is off. We're turning the corn off. It is done. We are waiting. Miss TM, so are you just steaming the okra? Yes, that's all I do to my okra is steam it. Sometimes I'll put it in tomatoes or whatever. I just like it steamed in some butter and onions. And it's tender and it is good. Where is Samantha? Samantha's in the streets. Miss Tia, no. It's always the baby girl. My granddaughter, she had to go do a tour at a school that we hope she goes to next year. So that's where they are, although they should be finished. But y'all know Samantha. She'll probably come walking up in here. Miss Valerie Jackson, when dinner is done, it's like, I promise you, it's like they can smell it. Okay? It's like, oh, it's done. Let's go. But I'm going to let's look at this meatloaf. I'm sure it's not done. We just put it in there. I'm sure it's not done. I'm going to add some salt now to our okra. Y'all, cream corn don't get any better than this. This is just so gorgeous. I have to keep showing it to you. It's just gorgeous. Look at the cream. Look at the cream. That's that whipping cream and that half and half. Okay, so the okra will take about 10 minutes. That's it. That is it for the okra. It will be as tender as butter. Yes. Let me check this meatloaf. Like I said, I know it's not done. I know it's not. I like to stick my hands in the oven. Is Miss Darlene laying on? Yeah, no, it's not. It's not anywhere near done, and that's okay. That's okay. I knew it was not going to be done before I got off of the live. So I'm going to show y'all real quick again. We got our okra back here. Y'all, even though some of this stuff is frozen, except for the corn and the meatloaf, it's going to be good tonight because I am so hungry. And see, most of the water has cooked out. And that's what I said. The key to cooking these frozen greens, don't put a lot of water. I used to just drown them. And it's been years now. And they come out tasting like nothing. Put just enough water to cook them. Put your seasonings in. I got some salt pork in here, baby. Yes. Yes. You want to use the turkey, go ahead. This will do for tonight since I don't have fresh. I didn't want the bag. It's something about bag greens. I cook them at times, but I'm not crazy about bag greens. First of all, I can't get past all the stems. And secondly, they don't look like fresh. And they really don't taste like the fresh ones, right, y'all? Well, y'all, I want to thank y'all. Miss Christine Long, Miss Lady Deborah. I want to thank y'all. No, I don't think so. Haven't seen her name. Okay, you're talking about Miss Land. Okay, I'll catch her. I will catch her. Y'all, thank y'all so much. And I'm sorry that the meal isn't done. Miss Pamela Jeffries. I wish I would have seen how you are your... Oh, okay, well, you know what? When I get off, Miss Pamela Jeffries, go back and catch the live, okay? My meatloaf is nothing special. In fact, it's so simple, I don't include eggs and bread. It's that simple. I put some um this in it. I put 1 pack of that, some seasoning, some bell pepper, some onions, and some fresh garlic. Okay, it's mine is simple, and some tomato paste I put in the meat and then on top and around it. Okay, but you go back and you check it out. I know it is yummy. I hope so, because I'm fixing to get in here as soon as this meatloaf is done. Okay, and I'm gonna eat because I'm hungry. All right, y'all. But I want to thank all of you for coming in on a weeknight in the middle of the week. Okay, I know there's a whole lot of things y'all could be doing rather than sitting here and watching me, but I appreciate it. Okay, I love every single one of you. I will be here Saturday. Don't know what I'm going to be cooking, have no idea, but I'll be here. Okay, if God willing, I'll be here. Y'all remember, like this live, okay, on your way out. Somebody said you can tap the screen twice. Try it, okay, and see if I get a like. Share the live, okay, share it with somebody. Comment if you have not, and subscribe to my channel if you have not. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be seeing you real soon. You have a good night too, Miss Joyce. I'll see y'all soon. Okay, bye bye, y'all.